Welcome to Content Experience. We're here going to talk about E3 2014. My name is Matt, and this is
Michael.
And we're going to be talking about some of the hopes and dreams and just different things about E3 coming up. We have it coming up on Monday. So, anyways, we're going to start off with Nintendo, and later on we're going to talk about The Last Guardian and Sony's plans for the future. So, we'll begin by talking about Nintendo. So, Michael, what do you think about Nintendo, and what are you hoping that they do, and what kind of surprises are you looking for? We're also going to talk about some of the leaks that Nintendo has too, so go ahead and get started.
Well, I'll start with what I hope, and then I'll go with what I think they're actually going to do, which is nowhere near as good as my hopes. So I hope that they introduce a unified cloud-based account system like Sony and Microsoft do.
Yeah, definitely.
They need an achievement or trophy-like system. They already have the stamp system in some of their games. All they really need to do is make it an account feature. And you could do something really cool, like, you know, if you platinum the game like you would on a PlayStation, but if you do it on a Nintendo system, you get like maybe 10 coins for the Nintendo Club. I'm looking forward to a new Pokemon Snap for Wii U and or 3DS. I think the Wii U pad would be perfect for that kind of game, and 3DS, they could make a totally different game with augmented reality. I'd also like to see a new Pokemon trading card game for the 3DS. I was a big fan of the Game Boy Color version, and now I've been kind of disappointed that they haven't released a new game in that series in the US since then. There was a sequel in Japan only. And what they could do with this one, you know, they have the card reading ability built into the 3DS. So if they could put that technology into the new Pokemon trading cards, the physical trading cards, and you can just scan new cards into the game. I'm really hoping they announce and show the next new or real 3D Zelda game, not this Hyrule Warriors thing. I'm not a big fan of Dynasty Warriors. I think it gets really repetitive really fast. A new Star Fox game, and they should just do it similar to the Nintendo 64 version. You know, none of this weird spin-off stuff like Star Fox Adventures and Star Fox Command. Just give us a straight Star Fox game. A new F-Zero. You know, there's not a lot they have to do to update it. Just add online racing, really.
Well, with the success of Mario Kart, that could actually be pretty enticing to Nintendo right now because of Mario Kart.
I'd like to see a virtual console release of the NES Earthbound. That was translated and ready to go all the way back in 1991, I think it was, and they decided not to ship it because everyone was going to be focused on Super Nintendo that year. There's also the third game in the series for Game Boy Advance. There's a group of people willing to translate it for Nintendo for free. And there's a fair amount there's a desire for that game. So, and Earthbound for the Super Nintendo, when they released that on Wii U Virtual Console, it became one of the best-selling games. I'm also hoping for a Nintendo Land 2 with some games based on some of the more dormant franchises like Duck Hunt, Wild Gunman, Mach Rider, Wave Race. Just things they haven't touched for a while.
And of course, I think with the first one, they need to incorporate online with that. I mean, it was horrible that the first game didn't have online.
Yeah, definitely. Though it would lose something in not having everyone around the TV, but, you know, don't have people that can come over would be a great alternative.
Yeah, exactly.
So the things I expect them to do.
So those were mostly just the dreams, right? Those were kind of like
Yeah.
the dreams, and those are kind of your hopes that, hey, this if Nintendo's smart, listen to what Michael has to say, because all those things are probably good ideas. But so these are what you think Nintendo's actually gonna do, what they're gonna most likely, you know,
Something that
make
has a high probability.
high
of happening.
probability of that they're actually gonna do. Okay.
So a SNES remix or Game Boy remix, like their NES remix series. I don't really see where they could go with another NES, like a NES Remix 3, unless they were able to get third-party support for the game, which would be awesome if they could, but I don't expect that. I expect that they'll show a new Zelda game for Wii U. Retro Studios will probably show a new game, and I don't expect it to be another Metroid game. I'm assuming they'll probably want to go and do something completely different now. There will probably be a new Animal Crossing for Wii U, and I expect it will look pretty much the same as the last 15 versions. They'll probably show one or two new characters for Smash Brothers. They'll unveil some quasi-game / life enhancement tool along the lines of Wii Fit that most people won't care about. There might be some Mario Kart DLC. Too much emphasis on Bayonetta 2, which would be any emphasis. And some small, unexciting eShop games. Recently I saw a picture from E3 where they're setting up for something called Mario Maker. Judging from the small image I saw, it looks like it might be a level editor for Mario. Hopefully it will be a bit more than just a level editor. But it's probably maybe something along the lines of Little Big Planet for Mario.
Yeah, okay.
They'll talk more about the things we've already heard about, X, Yarn Yoshi, etc. Probably get some release dates. There's a rumor about a HD remix or remake of Mario Sunshine and Wave Race Blue Storm, and that'd be really cool. Though personally I'm hoping more for a Mario 64 remake. They could do something like the first time you play it through, it's just a remake of the original Mario 64, and then there's a second quest that's more like the DS remake, where you have Yoshi and Luigi and Wario as playable characters. And that's about it for what I have.
Okay, so there's a lot of good stuff there. Mostly I agree with most of the, actually I agree with most of the dreams part of your list there. And another thing we didn't talk about was whether or not Majora's Mask is going to come to 3DS. They did the Ocarina of Time 3D remake, so the next one in line would be Majora's Mask, which a lot of people have been wanting a Majora's Mask remake. Wind Waker HD did really well. It did fairly well on the Wii U, as in the critical reception was okay for it. So people are thinking that a Majora's Mask would be a good one to do. So I just think that if they, I don't know, I could see a Majora's Mask for 3DS, but to announce 3 Wii U Zelda games in one E3, I think that's a little bit much. And also I almost think that they're gonna they'll probably do like a teaser trailer for the new Zelda, the new full Zelda 3D game, because the Hyrulean Warrior is not even out yet, and they want to promote that probably they want to push that as the next Zelda game to get. And so I think they'll just have a teaser trailer for the Zelda game, which is going to be disappointing.
Yeah,
I think it's going to disappoint a lot of people that are looking for the big stuff. And I also think that the Star Fox and the other games. I think they do have them in the works at some point, but I think that they are going to be saving a lot of that for like Nintendo Directs later on in the year, and that they're going to just kind of like play their cards of what they have right now, which is what they've announced previously, and they're going to expand upon what they've announced previously. But the one that is a Shin Megami Tensei and Fire Emblem game. They just, the title was announced last E3. They're probably going to show that off. That's about it though. That's the only things I didn't we didn't cover yet. So
yeah, speaking of a Zelda teaser trailer, I think what they're gonna do, they're gonna have a teaser trailer. At the end, it's gonna say 2015, and then next year it's gonna say 2016.
So it's gonna get delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that happening actually. Yeah, we know Nintendo too well, so sorry to break it to you guys, but that's probably what's gonna happen. Anyways, other than that though, I think this E3 is basically setting up for Nintendo to have a huge victory. Only reason because there's right now everyone considers them as underdogs on the bottom, and so I think that if they come into E3 and really show off the stuff that they have, I think that people are going to be surprised and they're going to walk away saying that Nintendo won E3. At least Nintendo has a chance to do that. The Smash Brothers tournament that they're going to host on Monday night is also, I mean, I think it's actually, no, it's Tuesday night, is going to get a lot of views online. It's probably going to get a lot of traffic, and people are going to really like that. So anything that they say about Smash Brothers, I know is going to get a lot of attention, and it's going to be pretty solid right there. Anyways, so Nintendo, what I think what I would like to see is, what I would like to see mostly for Nintendo, for me personally, is the unified accounts where you can play your virtual console games on 3DS and on the Wii U. And then I would like to see Nintendo just go all out and making the Wii U like is user and online friendly, and like your trophy support, like just basically doing stuff that they should be doing already. Just announcing all the stuff that they should be doing and making a really huge, more stronger Nintendo community. And I would like to see them, they did mention previously a 4-player Zelda, a possibility of a 4-player Zelda. That'd be cool, but that's probably Hyrulean Warrior, I'm guessing. So anyways, other than that, there's one more thing, which was Mario Party 10. We didn't talk about that, and people already mentioned this around the internet, but saying that if they made a Mario Party 10 online, that'd be really cool, and I think that'd be a really smart move for them to do. They should take note of the Mario Kart's success and the fact that there's a lot of people playing it online, and realize that people really do want to play online. It's not just a joke. So anyways, that's it for Nintendo. So this video is getting pretty long, so we're gonna make another video about Sony. This next video will be Sony's video, so just be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. We'll have more content and more coverage of all the E3 news. We're also going to have just funny videos, more funny video game videos coming up. And so please give us thumbs up if you want more videos like this, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya. Bye.